All right, so this is just going to be an update video on my Daytona Hellcat that I call Ginzilla Supercharged. All right, so let's show you what I got changed up on Ginzilla Supercharged. So what I did was I went with a satin black rim. All right, that's what I wanted initially, and at J&B Body Works they made a mistake and they went with a gloss black. So I went with that gloss black for over a year, or just about a year, and I just got these rims painted satin black, I would say 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's been about 3 weeks. I have not been able to do a video, but I finally got the rims painted the color that I wanted, the satin black, to match the satin black mirrors, the roof, and the rear of the car. To me, it just looks a lot better with the car satin black. Also, what Joe did is he retouched up my front calipers. So he had did them red initially, so I kept them red, but I just got them touched up. They had a few little chips on them, I guess, from rocks. You know, I don't know. If you guys, please let me know in the comments if you have issues with these calipers chipping. I don't know if it's just me, but I know it can't just be just me. Supposedly these rims, they are a pretty deep ditch, so rocks get in if you accelerate, or you drive pretty aggressively, or over time supposedly these calipers are, I guess they chip. So that's what happened. I'm praying to God it doesn't happen again. I've been trying to take it a lot more easy when I'm driving, so I don't have to deal with that. But over time, if it happens again, I'll have to get them repainted fully. But for right now, he pretty much touched them up. So we just come around on this side. The backs are fine. They still look brand new. But I'm hearing that in this deep ditch wheel, all right, the rim, rocks can get in there, and then when you start to accelerate, it kicks up things, and it can chip your actual caliper. So he touched them up pretty good, polished them up and touched them up, so you can't even really tell. Let's go around on this side, show you the back. The back, like I said, don't take that much abuse, so they're still pretty good. One of the things that I found is that, of course, the back rims, as most of you guys know, don't get as dirty as the front, with the 4 piston brakes on the back and 6 on the front. So a lot bigger on the front, and definitely they get a lot more dirtier, so with that brake dust. But my main concern was getting the rim to a color that I wanted. I always wanted these rims to be satin black, all right, not the gloss black. Like I said, I went with the extra gloss black for over a year, and it just, every time the car was washed and the rims were clean, they didn't do it for me. They were too shiny. I did not care for a rim that's too shiny on a car like this. To me, that real shiny look, like I've said it before, it looks more like it would go on a luxury car. And when you have like a matte or like a satin, which is what I have, it gives off more of that muscle feel, like a muscle car. It just, to me, it just goes better with a muscle car when your rims are like a satin color, or like a matte color. So, now I got the car exactly how I want it. I may end up going back to my original black hood theme, my color scheme that I had, where I had the hood black on my original Hellcat hood. On this newer hood that I just got some months ago, I kept it white. So like how I've said it before, if it's your first time seeing one of my videos, I've said it before, I like how the extractors pop and the hood scoop pops when this hood is like a white. So I went with like a satin white, and to differentiate from the gloss. But I may end up going now with a black, a satin black, like how I had it before with this new hood. I gotta see, just to change it up. But for the most part, that was the major change. Just the new rims, the new rim color, just got them painted, like I said, pretty much right around my birthday last month. So far, these tires are still holding up pretty good. I just got the car washed up and cleaned pretty good. And speaking of washing the car, I just got the car cleaned up at my guys at Stop and Stare in the Bronx. A lot of people always ask me, hey Mike, how do you keep the car so clean? And one of the ways that I do that is going to my car wash that does a pretty good job. What they did was they cleaned the car and I needed my engine bay cleaned. I had some issues where, you know, I don't even want to talk about it, but some things, you know, happened to my engine bay as far as, you know, things that I would never want to happen. So they had to take care of that. Let me just show you what they did. They did a pretty good job, and I'll put their info in the description portion of this video when we're done. But I've done a few videos with them, or I'm sorry, I've done a few videos where I've filmed. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I did a video when I went there and, you know, had some guys that I met. I have yet to do a designated video with Stop and Stare, one of my guys that works there who runs it. Him and I were supposed to be doing something this summer, and the summer just kind of blew by. So here we are. It's already October, and this year's almost over. So I kind of still want to get set up with him, but so we can do a video so I can kind of promote them as best as possible, because they take care of me there, and I've sent plenty of people over there. But as you can see, they you know, they dressed up my engine bay real good. You know, with your engine bay, there is cleaners that you can use. You know, sprays I've showed you guys in the past. There's this degreaser that you can use on a car that, you know, they recommend it be like in a higher miles, like, you know, 30, 40,000 miles or something like that, or 50,000 miles up there in the numbers before you use this. And you only use it once, and you let it just sit. You spray it on, and it basically starts a foam. It's called a degreaser. I did not use that on this car because, like I said, my car is still fairly new. It's coming up on 3 years old, and I only have just over 11,000 miles, so it's not really needed. Plus, with this supercharger, you don't want to kind of put too much other chemicals other than just like a regular detail spray on your actual rag or on your actual your microfiber, and you just rub the top of it if you need to. But you know, you can use a light spray of water. You can spray it a little bit, but not too much. You don't want to go too excessive with a power wash or like a power sprayer in this engine. There's tons of wires everywhere, as you can see. These right here that are exposed, you know, wires here that are exposed, wires here that are exposed, and, you know, just tons of just electrical in these engines. But as you can see, they dressed up my engine real good. And as you can see, these covers right here that say supercharged, got them glossed up pretty good. They come off, but of course, you know, you want to leave them on because you want that look. If you want to take them off, you can. But like I said, the main thing, how I've told people before, if you want to, I usually just, you know, detail my own engine, but I had them do a professional job because it's been, I would say, almost 3 years, or maybe I would just say 2 years before it really had a real professional cleaning. I know at Lorenzo's, they did a pretty good job. I'll probably get it done the next 6 or 7 months, where, you know, it gets sprayed out with the air pressure gun. But overall, they did an incredible job at Stop and Stare. So I'll put their Instagram and their actual phone number in the description portion of this video. Go see my guy Chris. Kevin doesn't work there anymore, so just go see Chris, and they'll definitely take care of you. Just let them know I sent you if you're in the Bronx area. So I've sent plenty of my guys to Stop and Stare. They do an amazing job. So, you know, like I said, one of the things that you do want to do with a car like this, to me, this is a part of this car. You know, it's not like you just wash the car and you don't care about your engine bay. With a Hellcat or these 392s, to me, this is a big signature piece of your car, your engine. So I like mine to be up to par, and I want it to look crisp, and I want everything to be, you know, clean and shiny and just presentable. So you go to a lot of these car shows, and people pop their hoods with these Hemis, you know, and they want to show their engines off. So it is a part of the aesthetics of this car, the engine bay. So I like to keep mine as pristine as possible. So that's what I did today. I got them to take care of it. Let me just come over here where the sun is coming on this side so you can kind of see it better. I don't want to be facing. Oh, by the way, I'm shooting on a new GoPro Hero 11. Miss MDG got it for me, and this is the first video I think I'm filming on it. Most of you guys know I film on my bigger camera, my Sony a7S III, when I want to do my major cinematic stuff. But I also have GoPros. I've always had GoPros that I film with, and I do a lot of things with the GoPro that I would not want to put my major camera in that same position. So today is being shot on the brand new GoPro Hero 11 Black. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's the update. So I want to thank you guys for all the new follows. I want to thank you guys for all the engagement on my posts and on all of my videos. And like I said, things going to be changing soon. I can't really talk too much about it right now, but there will be some changes that will be coming soon. All right, and you know, things are going to be stepped up a lot. So I'm trying my best to be as patient as I can and not talk too much about it, but things are really gonna start stepping up on this channel. So everybody who stuck with me for all these years and all the new people that came in just recently, I appreciate you.